which I was doing. So, but apparently there's some players out there that want to continue looking at these videos and looking at past videos and keeping their training going, which is great to hear, especially after our last training session on Tuesday. Worked out really well for what we were doing. So we'll go back to our daily challenges of basically our workouts every day, kind of get the jump start on the morning or before we have dinner, whichever you choose, or both. So today you'll need a ball, if not two. So always have two if you have to, or something else. Even if you have your water bottle, that's fine too. You could use your water bottle for some of these as well if you don't have two soccer balls. I just try to keep two or three. This way, whatever we get into, we're prepared to go. As well as obviously water. Make sure you have water available and a little bit of room to move around. Not a ton, but you should be able to move side to side around a soccer ball so you have a little bit of real estate there. So we'll start off pretty quick. My ceiling's a little low here, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher for me to do jumping jacks, but we'll start with 20. So you can start with 20 jumping jacks and you can start now. Go. So they should be pretty quick. Shouldn't be anything slow. We shouldn't be lagging behind. You should be able to rock those out pretty quickly. So we'll start with our soccer ball, and we're gonna start on one side of it, doesn't matter which side. So you'll need a little room. So my soccer ball's lined up with me, so it's on my side, lined up with my leg. So we'll be here, feet about shoulder width apart. We're gonna go down into a squat, making sure our knees are pulled back behind our toes. You're gonna go down into a squat, back up. And you're gonna do them quick. Make sure those knees are back. We're gonna do 5. We're gonna plant here, we're gonna jump over. Okay, sorry, we moved the ball. It's fine. Get back to it, so it's here. Go back down into 5. Make sure you're getting all the way down. Make sure when you're planted on the ball here, make sure your leg here is about 90 degrees. This way you're not shorting them here. No, we're gonna get all the way down into a squat. You should be able to feel it right through your thighs. So you can knock out, like I said, 5 on the right, 5 on the left side, 5 on the right, 5 on the left. So keep that going as you're moving along. The other side too is, I have a few different bands here. They're pretty cheap. You could find them pretty much anywhere, Walmart, Amazon. They come in, let's see, extra light, light, medium, heavy, and extra heavy. You could use them pretty much for any kind of resistance, whether you want to use it on your arms here as you're doing it, and get up in your shoulders here. Just nice and slow, controlled. We're not going like this. You're not getting anywhere there. Nice, slow, and controlled, especially coming back in. You don't want your hands clapping together. Nice and slow in. So that's going to work. Obviously, your shoulders, outside of your arms. More so, get it on here. So we'll have it just above my knees, and these are pretty soft too. They're coated with something, so this way they don't stick or anything like that to your skin. They're not gonna, well, rip the hair out of your legs. So I don't need my ball, but if you're gonna do this, you could have it here, and all you're gonna do is start at one side. My feet are about shoulder width apart. I'm gonna go out, down into a squat, back up, down, out into a squat, back up, down, out into a squat, and then going back the other way. And you can keep that going. You should be able to feel that in your legs and keep it flowing pretty good for that. Again, you don't need the bands, you don't have to use them. They just give that added resistance. They're a little bit of help for you to get that resistance down. When you get to the ball aspect of it, after you get through those, I want you to do just like we did. Playing on one side, jumping over, playing on the other. Jumping over, playing on the other. Back and forth, okay? Just want you over the ball. You shouldn't be going too far out. I shouldn't be out here jumping. No, right on top of the ball, right here. My head's up. I'm not looking down at the ball. Keep your head up. Keep that moving. So if you haven't had the opportunity, finding something to use as a bank box or a rebound box or whatever it may be, obviously there's a small one here that we've had for a while. It's really just a box that you can keep stuff in, whichever. It's going to act as a bank box. You could use, obviously, if you're in the basement, you could use your wall to bank off of. That's fine. It's concrete, but we have these little tabs, so I don't want to take out a ball just because I hit one of those tabs. So I go to the bank box. And again, like I said, you could use a bench from a picnic table. You could use the picnic table. Just needs to go on its side, that's all. As long as it's wood. Don't use the plastic ones because you'll end up cracking it. So for starters, it'll be just nice and easy right here. Try to rotate your feet, okay? Don't be playing just on one here. That's not what I want. I want you to use both feet, insides and outs. Keep control. You can move back and forth, side to side. In and out, give it a little bit more power, okay? Lose control, just get it back into play, keep it moving. So the other side is, you could do that about 50 times, take a water break, do it 50 more. Keep that going, all right? So the other side you could get into is receiving the ball, then making a move. Keep hitting that edge, but get the ball out here, move it over, and then back. Move it over around the defender and back. So this way you can keep it going. Like I said, about 50 of those, grab a water, another 50, and then you could start moving around with it. So getting basically a pass is what we're considering the rebound box. Pulling out to the side and getting it back. Getting around that defender. If you have one of the pop-up goals, we got a handful of them, but so I have one set up here. So I got my rebound box here that basically I'll be here, I'll kick my rebound, and then I'll take control of the ball, and then I'll take my shot into the goal. This isn't a lot of real estate to do it, and you don't need a lot. It's not meant to be a power shot. It's made to be more like a pass. So if I'm here, and it's a 90-degree angle here, so I have to show myself to the field here. I need to show myself to my player, basically, to get the rebound on the pass, and then being able to turn towards the goal, whether it's going to be a pass or a shot. So I'll be here, I'll get my rebound, collect it, and get the pass. You know, when you hit something, it's going to obviously fall. So you're here, get it out, collect it, and get the pass. So it shouldn't be much. I'll try to turn this a little bit. All right. So you won't see the rebound off of the box, but I'm treating it like a pass. So pass in here and right to the field. And there goes the phone again. So you get the idea of it. We could kind of maybe gain some ground from this side. So like I said, if you're looking in basically my eyes, I'm playing it here, my rebound here, ball, shot. Okay, that's how it's flowing. And it's pretty repetitive. There's not a whole lot of real estate here to do it, but we don't need that. It's just moving that ball out of a defender's area. That's why I want you on the rebound box more than anything. Maintaining control of that ball. All right. So that's the big one. That's going to be your ball control. So not a whole lot more of these, okay, well, we're going to go into toe touches to gain ball control. No, that's not it. Your toe touches is going to be mainly that aspect of cardio. Yeah, it's good to jump into for a warm-up and such, but we need to be able to move that ball around. This way we're not sitting stagnant with it. We get a pass and we're sitting here. Or we're running up, and to stop the ball, We're just going into a control aspect. So realistically, we shouldn't really be stopping this ball per se. So we're running up with the defender, stopping here. We're losing time. So get those inside cuts. As you're moving up the field, step over the ball, cut it back, and now you're out here, away from that defender. Just like we did in practice, what I was mentioning is, when you're on a full-on sprint, you have the advantage. That other person's on a full-on sprint. You do that inside cut. So I have a person here, let's say, yeah, we'll say next to me here. So let's gain a ball. This is a defender now. So silver ball is going to be my defender. We're on a full-on sprint down the field here. I do an inside cut. She's going to keep sprinting. Perfect. Now I just crossed over into the inside of the field. So now I'm running up close to the middle, maybe just inside of the right wing. This way, I can make the play either across field or up the field, wherever my player's at. I'll try to get that from the side. So I got a player next to me on this side. That's fine. That's my opposite foot. So my inside cut's going to be left. So I'll step over right, cross over with the left. So my silver player's on a sprint. I'm on a sprint. Perfect. Inside cut, cut to the middle of the field. Now I'm up the field. She's on the outside. She's still sprinting because she couldn't stop on a dime. Now that doesn't work if you're just jogging. If we're just jogging up the field or running up the field, it's not going to work. You really have to be with the ball, full on sprint, and then make the cut to the inside and get the ball out. And you'll be in better shape there. So get it back the box again, right back to 50. That's it. Move the ball around. It doesn't just have to be on the ground. Get the ball up a little bit. There's some angles on this box that kind of send the ball spinning in a different direction. That's good. It gets you to move around. We shouldn't be standing still here, just banking it off the box. No, I want you to be able to move around. I want you to move side to side, inside and out, gaining some ground with it. Okay? So keep that going. That'll probably be it for today. I got to get some work done. Should be working, so definitely knock those out. That'll be the start of it. Try to nail some of that first thing in the morning. Go out for a run. If you have a treadmill, elliptical, exercise bike, jump on it. If you got a treadmill, knock out 3 miles. If you have an elliptical, knock out 5 miles. If you have a bike, knock out 10 miles. I guess my recommendation, all 3 is great. Obviously the treadmill is going to have a little bit more impact on the knees and such. I'm not a huge fan, but it works. Even if you do an uphill climb type of thing, slow pace, you don't have to run. Uphill climb for 3 miles is pretty good. That should get you going quite a bit. You should definitely feel it in your legs. Elliptical's good. Not a whole lot of impact there either. Low resistance. This way you build that speed. And the bike is pretty solid. I mean, I've been doing the bike for about a week now, and I feel it in my legs, and it gets me going. There's no impact, and you build that heart rate up pretty quick. You build your endurance up pretty quick. Key is afterwards, don't forget to stretch. When you're done, make sure you're stretching. If you have one of the foam rollers, any type of foam roller like this or anything, that's perfect. So how do I stretch my legs? Let's see if I could get this set up over here so you might be able to see it a little bit better. So get the foam roller here. Now I'm up off the ground, okay? And I'm just rolling my leg on it. Put the other one over, add some weight to it, get your calf. Make sure you turn it too. Get the outside and inside of those calves, both of them. Get your hamstrings as well. Get the full weight on it, just roll it out, inside and outside. Okay, now that's the back. You can also flip it over too. So you flip over, put your full weight on it. My other foot's on the ground. Both feet are on the ground right now. I'm just rolling basically my whole thigh inside and out on it to get all those muscles stretched out. Again, you want to do that generally after your workout. You stretch your muscles before a workout, a little bit more prone of tearing a muscle or tearing a ligament, anything. So the big thing on the warm-up side is getting those muscles warmed up. Yeah, in your motions, it should be stretching them out. However, after a drill, after a practice, after a game, that's where we should be stretching. That's where we should be getting our muscles and getting our stretches in, as well as a ton of water. So grab a water real quick. Make sure you're drinking enough water as well. One of these bottles a day, a little liter or whichever it is, it's not enough. So I should be drinking a lot of those a day. Protein bars, protein snacks, really any snack, take a look at it. Obviously there's going to be some fats in there. There's going to be some cholesterol. Sodium is your salt. Carbohydrates aren't always bad for you, especially when you're training. Fiber is good. Sugars we have to look at as well. So it'll say right on there total sugars. However, that's not just your total sugars. You got to go down a notch and look, okay, did they add any sugar? So this says 4 grams of total sugars. However, there's an additional 4 grams of added sugars. So, and then you're going to have protein as well. Protein's good for feeding your muscles back after you worked out or trained or had a game. Getting all those proteins back into your muscles in order to rebuild after you kind of broke them down and tore them a little bit. You have to rebuild them. So, but take a look at it. It's going to have percentages on there. The percentages are your daily value that is going to be added. So you're going to have, on this one, it's 4% sodium of your daily value. So it's 4% out of your 100% that you generally should be either intaking or trying to stay below that. You don't want a lot of salt because salt takes out your water. So the water you're drinking gets affected by the sodium. It also gets affected by the sugar too. So this one is 8%. So it's kind of close to 10% of your daily. So it'd only be 10 of these in a day. Obviously you shouldn't be eating 10 of these in a day. These are great for, like I said, after a workout or something like that. That's fine. But take a look at this stuff. Take a look at especially things that we don't think about. Iced tea. We got in one of our packages, we got a free bottle of some kind of iced tea. It's a peach iced tea. Well, I looked at it. That one bottle makes up 90% of my daily intake of sugar. That's in one bottle of iced tea. Like 90%. That's pretty much it. I can't have anything else that has sugar in it for the rest of the day. So take a look at that stuff, because your salts and your sugars are going to steal your hydration from your water. And no, your water doesn't count for you drinking your Starbucks, your Tim Hortons. That's the other side too. Look at those. Your whatever, frappuccinos, macchiatos, ice caps, all that stuff. I guarantee if you looked at it, has 150% of your daily intake of sugar. It's sky high. So take a look at that stuff. Don't just shrug it off like, oh, I need that. It's got a lot of sugar and I need the drive to keep going. No, it's not that. It's just getting up and getting yourself going. Getting that hydration in, making sure you're eating a well-balanced diet. Obviously, your fruits, your vegetables. Chicken's a great source of protein. Fish is a great source of protein. Steak is a very high protein. However, it comes with generally a lot of salt in it. So try to stay away from that as much as I can, as well as fried foods. Fried foods are, I mean, we know they're probably not good for us, that's for sure. But I know Saturday's rolling around. Everybody's going to be gung-ho on their pizza and wings. And I probably will be too. That's fine. But the drive is to get back into it. So get back into our square one and continue on from there. So make sure you're getting your water in, make sure you're eating often, make sure you're getting your proteins in. Obviously your proteins come from foods as well, not just a protein bar or a protein shake. And keep moving. It doesn't hurt you to spend 5 minutes after one of your Zoom meetings or Google meetings or whatever it is to get the ball and just move it around. Move it around back and forth, side to side, control the ball. not just do toe touches. No, move the ball side to side, move your body with it, getting your arms in motion, getting the ball out and moving it around. 5 minutes, that's all it takes. You don't even need sneakers on. You could probably do it in the living room as long as you're not trying to pass or kick the ball off of the couch or table or TV. So obviously it helps if you have a little bit of a room or a square area of the basement to be able to move in, but the living room's just fine as well. So everybody have a good day. I will try to do this again